One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports. Northwestern as the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get first crack at it here. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Keene. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Northwestern's offense has the ball for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look,
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Keene. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Off the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Stone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Simpson. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw it, Stone. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's McCulley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Fires to the big fella, fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's the handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Stone. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. Northwestern will have to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. It'll be third and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Stone. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. With the catch, it's McCulley. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got a man, it's Simpson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the right. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The sure hands, it's Covey. There he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Look out, he's got room! And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's got it on the run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking downfield, it's Stone. Under fire. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it behind the line, it's Haynes. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be...
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Keene. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Morgan. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Quick spin on the run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Complete on the shuffle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Keem. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick release on the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Runs through the tackle. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stone. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Northwestern will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best.
Wide open spaces. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to him. Gets away from one. He's got... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Keem. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels. The give on the option. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to pass. It's Stone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him. It's blocked. The pressure got home.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Stone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Covey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The inside handoff. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense picks it up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. You got an opportunity after that drive to go take the lead when you're trailing, and now you turn the football over, give the football right back. Defense needs to come out, bail you out, get a big stop, get the ball back so you can try to take the lead.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Stone. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Albright. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And his first pass is incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Pressure's on, it's blocked. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Porter. Creates a little space.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to pop the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Northwestern in business in the red zone. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around Annapolis for a long time. They're up by 17 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Klein. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Wants to throw. It's Keene. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simpson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Wolverines are on the move.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously,
There he goes to the left. Still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
and that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They're working that left side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. To throw, it's Stone. Gets it out quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Caught behind the line. It's Albright. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Back to pass. It's Keem. Got the quick pass. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. To the air on 2nd down. Complete in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Lost to throw again. Oh, they're after him. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Bill.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Maryland! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Can't get him to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins are on the move. To the air, it's Washington. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Good completion on the out. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Washington. Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by 13 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Underwood. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Caught over the middle. It's Klein to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the missed connection, it's 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's McCulley. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Haynes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Moore. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got him this time. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.